In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. What's good? What's going on, Masking Post? Welcome to the channel. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. Get the word out. Show love. Let's talk about it. Now, one of the most called upon name in the Christian world that you hear about in any sector is Jesus. Okay? Jesus is a go-to name that you will hear most black folks say. Okay. So now, as somebody who grew up in the religious circles, most black people have grown up in somewhat church background. That's why I can speak to this freely. Now, I have grown up in that. I've seen the good and the bad, and we've accepted that that's just what's normal. Now, when you start to say, okay, well, I'm gonna read the Bible for myself, you learn that, hey, some of the things that are taking place are not consistent with. So it seems like a lot of smart men or wise men or clever men or tricky men or crooked men understood that as long as they flavor everything with Jesus, they can get money from people. And women can make stupid decisions as long as they say, well, I feel like God led me to it. Then we can excuse it. Now, as we are awakened men, this is not for every man. Some men are living in a world where the emotions dictate and the externals dictate stimuli. But as we understand that religion, for the most part, has been used as a manipulating tool, Kenneth Copeland would not be worth the millions that he's worth if he did not do his shady business in the name of Jesus. David Oyedepo, Nigerian pastor, will not do the shady things that he do if it's not in the name of Jesus. Or Creflo Dollar will not do what he has done. Or Benny Hinn, or TD Jakes. We put this man on because we've been deceived. Now, we can say now, the majority of people that are participating in this circles of in the name of Jesus are women. But also women will say, like I know a man who got married to a woman because she told him that God told her that he was the one. Now, she took him out on several dates because she's a well-to-do woman, and he was very resistant. When I was speaking to him, he was very resistant. But over a period of time, she worked hard on him. It was like water against the mountain. Okay? When water just steadily just, swirling against that mountain, the mountain won't come down. The man now married that woman. I don't know if they're happy because I haven't spoken to him since. But that was done in the name of Jesus. So y'all may need to be careful about this ideology of meeting a girl at church. Because for the most part, most of them are not in the church as they claim to be. And most men be dealing with the women on a very, like, some pastors be dealing with women on a very, like, sexual level. And you think, oh, my woman's going to church. I've seen a lot of atrocities take place in the church sector. Nigeria, no offense, I'm not targeting y'all Nigerians, but y'all export religion more than anybody else does. The United States has historically, yes, but now through Africa, y'all export a lot, and a lot of these things are done in the name of God. The worst thing that bothers me is when relationships are based on, I'm a God-fearing woman, I love God. And we'll look at what the Bible order of things for a woman to a man is the role of being submissive. Now, of course, the man has to be listening to the Most High and taking on the household and leading. But these women are just as carnal. They'll divorce you readily. They'll cheat readily. Now, if we have certain women right now on this channel who are listening who are not that way, excuse yourselves and don't come at me because I know what I'm talking about. I have a lot of abortion stories. Women leaving their husbands because God told them to leave them because, and fathers, this is the Catholic sector now, fathers trying to mac on young ladies. So this thing where it's like above just me, I don't just want you. God told me. Women have used it a whole lot of times. Or I dreamt an angel came to me and told me that this is a woman for me. So, in light of the fact that as we as men are seeing things in a new light as we awaken, MGTOW, whatever you associate with, I'm not concerned about the titles. I may use certain tags, but I'm not concerned. But do not be fooled by in the name of Jesus. Men's resources have been taken. You got married in the name of Jesus, but got divorced in the court of law where took the children, and now and she's still in the church. And the pastor married her to a new man in the name of Jesus. So that tag in the name of Jesus tends to fool. I'm not saying y'all cannot believe in what you want to believe in, but I'm saying that too much wrong has been done. Historically, slavery was started in the name of Jesus. God told us that. They brought religion to Africa and so forth. And before you know it, you got the Bible, they got the land, you got chains on you. That's just what happened. You may get mad at it, but that's just what happened. Now, there's modern day slavery called modern day relationships, where you find yourself a slave to a woman who you believe was loving God, and all of a sudden you just like performing and performing, and your life means nothing but to produce. So that's why it makes sense for a period of time, not for everybody, that you avoid these relationships until you have better understanding of what you're getting into. And do not be fooled by taglines as a woman of God, God fearing, and so forth. Because if she has a history of having children, divorces, and everything else, the representation is just as modern as anything else. And this church is just a front. It's a club where they go to feel good about what they've done. So I'm not trying to knock every assembly that they got going on, but for the most part, it's the front. Because even pastors be making money and getting as much coochie, way more coochie than you could ever get. Because it's a man of authority, it's a man of status. Women love men of status. So kudos to the men who are in real situations with women that love God. But I see too many God getting played who come into the faith in the church and they find this woman of God only to find out that she's just a Jezebel manifesting demon. Because some of the things I've seen being done to men are crazy at the hands of godly women. Okay, so now I'm not saying that there's men who have professed God that have not done women dirty. This is a man's channel, so that side of things is you have to discuss on your end. But I'm saying to men, do not get trapped by this ideology in the name of Jesus. Even men will scheme others. I've entered a business arrangement. I've purchased vehicles from people saying I'm a church-loving person, a man of God, only to find the whole thing was just like that, and done. Okay, lost a lot of money. So now I don't care about your religious status. I don't care about how much you love Jesus. I don't care. Show me the figures. We'll break down business. It's not about in the name of Jesus. All right. So hopefully this message kind of got you a little awake and make the right decisions. Don't be fooled. Don't think like a woman. Like, oh yeah, I see all the red flags, but I love her. I love her. I love her. No. All right. Peace, love, and blessings.